All right. Hey, if it looks different, it's because it is different. I got to close the window before I record because New York don't know how to be quiet and all that other stuff I said I wanted to say for the first episode. So remember how at last episode I said I had to tease something? This is the tease. This is the big reveal. This is the, hey, look, like I'm in New York now. I live here. This is where I reside to do my entertainment endeavors. I live here, and I'm on my balcony, one of my balconies right now, enjoying the spoils of life. And I don't know, it still feels weird. Just like I'm still getting acclimated to everything, and still moving stuff in. 6th floor walk up. All of my roommates are out of town. I did it all by myself, except Joey helped carry a couple boxes. So shout out to Joey. And I was pouring sweat. It was such a tough move. And like on the drive to New York, there was like there was a crazy storm. I saw a car flip over in the median, like a GMC Denali flipped over. The guy was walking, so he was fine. But like this whole journey was crazy, and it's really cool to be here. This is the big reveal. Like I'm still like dumbfounded, honestly. Like this is the big reveal. I've been teasing it. Here I am, and it's kind of funny. I sort of spoke this into existence because at the beginning of the month, I was like, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for me to do an episode in a different area code at the end of the month. And here we are, the literal end of the month, and I'm in a different area code. And this opportunity, this apartment got presented to me a couple weeks ago, and it was too good to pass up. So I had to take it. And, like job stuff, like we don't have to worry about job stuff. Like job stuff is there. And I don't know, man. It's really cool. And I'm really pumped up to, stop saying I'm a comic and actually be a comic because like yeah, my little online jokes are fun, and yeah, my little West Virginia mics, and every now and again I do a show. I come up here to New York and do shows every now and again, and that's fun. But like to actually do it every day, it's just gonna like turn me into an entirely different person, and I love that. I love that for me. um, it's really cool. And I didn't want to make a whole meal out of it. Yeah, here's the episode. Like I'm on, my balcony doing an episode, but I didn't want to like it. The thing I was talking to my therapist about is like it doesn't really matter, okay? Because as soon as I put my foot to pavement, everyone that's here is here, you know, and they don't care what I do. I could spend all my money on one day, nobody would care. I could bomb out after 2 years, nobody would care. No one cares. I mean, you listen, so like you're pumped for me, but like you have your own lives to worry about. You don't have to worry about how's Frank doing with his little skits, you know? So like I'm pumped, but also I know at the end of the day, it's like, I'm here for me. I'm not here for any other reason. This is something I've always wanted to do. So I'm just going to do it, young, no family stuff, no wife, kids thing. Like just do it. It's so fun because like, I'm already getting that fast, New York thing going on. Like everything's got to be quick, and it's funny. So I introduced myself to so I live above a pizza shop. It's like a sitcom. Like downstairs, not like it's not connected to the pizza shop, but like downstairs and like a couple feet to the right, pizza place. All right, and I ordered a pie there last night, and walked in there, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Frank. I just moved in. And he goes, oh, where? And I was like, no, literally, like I'm above like this oven right now. Like I live up here. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And it was just like, I don't know. That's like stuff out of a movie for me to like, now I'm friends with the pizza guy. I bought a couple waters from the halal cart guy. Like I'm friends with those people. So it's like all these people becoming characters in my life. I still got to go to Key Foods and figure out the situation at Key Foods. But yeah, so I'm in the Upper East Side. I love the Upper East Side. That's where I always stay whenever I visit. And now I live here. I reside here, and it's a lot of fun so far. Last night was a lot of fun with Joey and another comic, Jesse Townsend, another comic, Aditya, and another comic, Austin. All these guys, and we were out celebrating and going to these college bars and talking to college kids. And this girl was 20 years old, and she was talking to me all night. And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm 20," and I'm like, "Oh, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting development that you are 20 years old and you got into a bar. People don't care here, I guess. No, it's cool, man. I'm like, I really wish there was more I could give you, but like it's a really cool thing. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm finally here, and I'm finally doing my thing. And probably doing a live podcast tonight. Gonna pop over to a comedy club and just hang out with some of my friends. And then after I get all my stuff settled in, which would be by the end of next week, like really start grinding on my like what I came here to do. You know, I'm here now, so now there's no what if. Then now there's no maybe. Now there's no all right, I'll do it tomorrow. Now it's okay. You're here. You're paying to be here, so you got to be here. You know what I mean? It's just it's really exciting, man. So let's talk about some other stuff that's going on in my life. I graduated therapy. I feel great. My therapist said I was very wise and had a great mindset coming into moving here. I had no panic attacks being here. It's just I don't know. It feels welcoming. So a lot of people, you know, they say like, you know, when you're here instantly, it's either for you or it's not. I'm not freaking out, so I guess it must be for me. You know, um, this episode won't be very long today, just because I still have so much going on. But like I plan on doing at least 15 minutes. But it's just I really wish I could put into more words what's going on. It's just an experience, and you know, these people were talking to me yesterday, like, oh, what do you want to do while you're here? Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Do you like this place? Do you like that place? And I'm like, I'm just experiencing everything. I'm not here to give an opinion on whatever bar we're at or whatever the pizza shop is. Like, I'm just experiencing it and enjoying the moment. And that's one thing I used to struggle with, was not like living in the moment, as cliche as that sounds. Like, old me would have been extremely self-conscious that I have all these apartment buildings around me, and there might be somebody with a camera phone who's just like, camera phone. What am I, 2008? There might be somebody with a phone who's filming me. I hate myself, bro. There might be somebody with a phone who's filming me, and maybe they're making a TikTok about it. They're like, oh, look at this idiot podcasting. And I don't even know if you guys can hear me, because we have the Hells Angels rolling through Second Avenue right now. Okay. I it's funny to it's just I'm at a loss for words. Like, I'm very fortunate and I'm very pumped up to be here and get after it. I haven't met any of my roommates. My apartment is 2 floors, and I have it all to my lonesome for, I presume, the rest of the week. And I'm just getting acclimated, and it's fun. I might have brought too much stuff. I thought I had more room in my room. I might have brought a little bit too many clothes, but I gotta. Here's what's gonna happen. So I found a parking spot today. Yesterday I parked my car. Yesterday parking my car was a debacle. Okay. Um, I parked it in the bus lane across from my apartment, threw the flashers on, and just carried all of my stuff like either up or just into my building. Okay. Um, so that was that. Like, in New York, you just like curb the car, throw the flashers on, and you're good. Okay, so that's what I did. And then after I moved all my stuff, I was driving around, ordered the pie on the go because I knew I could find a parking spot, pick up the pie, get it upstairs, move all my stuff, eat it. That is what happened. But I got turned away at 2 parking garages. Turned away. My service was not welcome. One, the guy said he was too full. The second one, I went in there, and I think every cop in this precinct was in the parking garage, and the owner came up to me. He's like, no, leave. You need to leave. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on in this parking garage, but I probably should leave. Found a spot finally. It was a great spot. It was only like $40 for the night. And then I'm driving around for like 45 minutes talking to my buddy Grant on the phone, uh, having a grand old time. And I find a spot. I don't have to move my car till Monday morning, which is perfect because the plan was for me to move my car Monday, drive it to Jersey, this place called Gladstone, New Jersey, take the train from Gladstone into Penn Station in the city, then subway back up to my place. Bing, bang, boom. Now I'm a real New Yorker. You know, uh, that's the original. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'll be sure to. Here's also what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go on this. Like, I'll probably post a picture of me today on my Instagram, and for those that don't listen, now they'll know I'm in the city. If you didn't find out by my dumb video last night, where I was in the bodega, and we were bumping some Lebanese music. Okay, um, like people see it as like a magical thing. To me, I just see it as an opportunity. I don't see it as anything bigger than what it is. It's a great opportunity to do what a lot of people I admire are already doing or have done. I don't foresee it as this magical, here I am, there it is. I don't foresee it as that. And I think a lot of people get that misconstrued that that's what happens. Oh, you're here? Well, then you got it. Oh my gosh, I just found Joey's jacket. Joey lost this nice Patagonia jacket, and I just found it on my rooftop. Hey, Joey, if you're listening to this, I found your jacket. That's actually crazy. He called the Uber. He called like Uber corporate and was like, hey, I left my jacket in one of your driver's cars. Please find it for me. JK, it's on my roof. But yeah, I didn't want to post a thing on Instagram. I didn't want to post a pic on Instagram and just like have this long spiel about working hard and pursuing goals and dreams. Like, what even are that? People have dreams. People say the word dreams and post that. As an adult male, you have dreams. That's weird. You can have goals, you can have aspirations. You can't have dreams. This is where dreams go to die. I think I saw some, you see some people down on their luck here in the city, and it makes you realize hell is real and it's on earth. Gosh, I got to turn that down. I have to turn the gain down because, again, the whole police precinct is driving by my house. And you'll just have that. I got to close the window before I record because New York don't know how to be quiet. Oh my God. That is... It's the fire department, ladder 14. That's ladder 14. So if you ever are in New York City, and I'm not going to tell you where I live, but I'll tell you the avenue. If you're on 90, if you're on no, not 9th, Second Ave. I'm on Second Ave, and you might see me on my rooftop doing my push-ups and sit-ups out here because it's gorgeous. And I plan on working out outside. I got a yoga mat on the way. Oh my God! I just realized my mattress. I don't have a mattress right now. I don't have a mattress. Oh my gosh. Amazon's supposed to deliver a mattress, and I don't know how to work the buzzer system in my apartment, and I just feel like I'm going to end up getting screwed. I paid $200 some for this mattress, and I just realized I got to get it somehow. This is just the added stress of moving. The car stuff is handled now. I don't have to worry about the car. I have no food in my apartment, but that's fine because you can get food. The bed, I don't have a bed. That's kind of an issue. The bed thing is an issue. But again, I didn't want to go on this sappy long post. I can't wait to work hard, and this is where people achieve their dreams and goals and all that stuff. No, it's not. Hell is real. This is where dreams go to die. Okay, I live here now. That's it. That's just a life update, and that's a huge life update. And I figure I owe some people that listen to the show, and for the people I didn't get to say goodbye to in my hometown, I'm sorry. For the people I didn't get to say goodbye to in cities passing through that hit me up and asked when I was moving, and I said, I actually just passed your town. I'm sorry. I was busy. It was also storming. Again, it was like the worst possible move-in day ever. I'm sure every episode after this is going to be different. Hopefully I get some people in person to do episodes with me. I think that'd be a lot of fun because we've just been doing those virtual, like bring comics on to talk. But now that I'm actually in the scene as opposed to being associated with the scene, I'm sure we'll get that going. One more minute here, and then I gotta bounce because I literally have so much stuff to do. Like all my stuff is still boxed up. It needs unpacked, put into my room. I don't have a bed. I don't have food. I'm supposed to do a live podcast tonight, and I'm stressed. Like, I'm not having a panic attack, but the stress is there. And then the add bonus of also you got to pay X amount of dollars every month. You better find a way to come up with that. Added stress. But that's okay because we're in New York now, baby. Someone said I look like Andy Samberg yesterday at the bar. Actually, 2 people did. And I've heard that before. But you guys got to tell me, do I look like Andy Samberg? I like him. I used to stay up past my bedtime and watch him. I remember when he was a featured player on SNL, not even a main cast member, but I always thought Andy was the funniest. He had the funniest little intro bumper. He had the Lonely Island stuff was my favorite sketches. Those digital shorts were ahead of their time. Like, they paved the way for internet viral videos. Andy Samberg is genius on that. I said I look like him. Hopefully I'm 1/25th as funny as he is. Okay. Big life move. Something I've always wanted to do. As Michael Jordan says, shut up out there. As Michael Jordan says, the ceiling is the roof.